What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B-Hop Radio Shout. And as always, I got my podcast partner off in this thing, the legend himself, DJ Toomp. What's good with it, boss?
Oh, day in, day, man. Out back in this joint, you know?
Toomp, happy
What's up,
New
world?
Year, man. How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm good, man. 2022, you know, good to just even write that down on the paper, you know?
Come
You
on.
used to write the date on the paper,
Yes,
and you'd be
sir.
like, oh, man, you know, 19, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, 2022.
Crazy.
Yeah, man.
I
So
mean,
we here, baby.
making it out of 2021, man. How do you feel being able to come into this year and start anew? And do you have anything that you just need to tear up this year for 2022? You see
Well, I
what
ain't
I'm
gonna lie,
saying?
man. Straight up, during COVID, man, I had a chance to really hit my reset button. I hope a lot of other people have too. You know, when I converse with different people, a lot of people say they have the chance to really just hit that reset button.
Yeah.
Just as a man, when it comes to businesses, that's why you see a lot of places that close down. You
Yeah.
know, you can say certain people close down due to COVID.
Yeah.
But some people close down because they had a chance to really
Relax.
crunch numbers and
Yeah.
relax and get their mind right and say, damn, you know what? Besides COVID, this is a good time for me to go on and reflect. You
Exactly.
know, because they shut everything down to where you could do nothing but think. It was like
Facts.
kind of being in prison.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of people found out they had other talents.
Yeah.
A lot of people found out that their relationship wasn't hitting on nothing. Some people got closer. Some
That's
people
right.
got married after COVID. You know, once they figured out they could really live together for
Yes,
real.
sir.
For real. And like I say, some people found out that they wasn't good at living together.
Come on now.
See, that 8-hour break of being able to go to work
Yeah.
and take that break from your family to be
Facts.
with your other family up on
Yeah.
the 15th floor somewhere, that's that balance that a lot of people have.
Yeah.
And so I was telling people, if your house ain't big enough, really, man, if you can't go to if you wasn't able to go to a man cave, and
Yeah.
just chill during COVID, yeah, you and your woman or your woman and your husband gonna end up beefing. You know, it's gonna be some
2021
friction.
though, Toomp, you was out here still jamming and raising Cain out here in these streets. Rick Ross drops an album and we got a surprise track from Toomp out of nowhere. How did that
Yeah.
come about and what the hell is going on, man? Talk
Number
to me.
10, Imperial High. What's crazy, man, is right during COVID, that's when Ross hit me and was like, hey, what's up, OG, man? Send me some, I ain't got shit to do but sit here and
Yeah.
record, man. Send me some joints.
Exactly.
And I try, you know how I feel about sending instrumentals, but but with Ross, I kind of we done, we got about almost 10 records together.
My
so,
God.
But on this one, Imperial High.
Yeah.
I end up, going through my selection in one of my formats, and it's like, all right, which folder I'm gonna give, send Ross, man, and end up being that Imperial High track. He put a nice joint to it, and there was another one I did called "I Should Have Loved You." It was crazy. I was singing on the hook.
Ooh.
Oh, it was dope.
Wait a
He
minute
actually
now.
chose it. Yeah.
Wait a minute now.
Yeah, but it didn't make the album.
Okay.
But he still got it in his files.
Was
like,
you
dog.
singing your ass off, Toomp?
I was singing. I was kind of. It was on some Toomp shit, but I was kind of singing like on some for real type.
Yeah.
Shit. I should have loved you. It was real.
Ooh.
It was slick, man. It was dope.
I gotta hear that one,
It is
Toomp.
dope. I ain't gonna say was like it's past
Exactly.
tense. Yeah, dope record, man. And I think we might have cut about 4 records during COVID, man. But like you say, he chose one for the album. That was
Yeah.
Imperial High.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. So just grinding and what's my man E40?
All the water.
We were
For the
communicating.
water.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were communicating during COVID. We always have our conversations just, about, the football team.
Yeah.
Of course, San Francisco doing their thing right
My
now.
God.
Proud of those guys.
Yes, sir.
And 40 definitely support his folks to the fullest, like you
Yeah.
should. And I end up sending him a pack, and we got this song called Bands that's
Ooh.
about to come out real soon. That's hard.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Toomp and E40. Or E40 and Toomp, however you want to put it. It's nice, bro, and I can't wait for the world to hear it because me and 40 never worked together. So
Yeah.
now,
Okay, so what was it like getting with 40? And then he got that distinctive style too, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, when you were crafting that track to send over there to him, did you know exactly what was gonna work for him, or how did y'all figure that out?
It's one of them things. You really just be shooting at the stars sometimes
Yeah.
when you send people a folder because
Yeah.
first thing you got some producers who will say, all right. In some situations, you'll say, okay, I'm going to send him something that's right in his lane or
Yeah.
whatever. But then you got to think like, shit, it's 2021.
Facts.
Let me send him something that may just ignite a whole nother side of his, chakras or whatever. So I just sent him a pack with a good 8 tracks.
I
wasn't really
though,
thinking
too.
E40 when I sent him. I was just thinking of all the joints that I felt was dope, and he chose that one.
Answer me this though, Toomp. When folks come to Toomp for the tracks though, man, I mean, do you get I want the old DJ Toomp, I want that T.I. Toomp, or do you get what you got new going on, man? And then how do you deal with that? Because I think to myself, if I was to go to Toomp for a track, I would say, hey man, give me that T.I. Toomp, nigga. So
that was Lex Luger just hit me because he want me to. We gonna collab on some shit. Producer Lex Luger, yeah. Shout out to Lex.
What up, though, Lex?
Yeah, and he was like, man, because I be doing loops and shit too.
Yeah.
So he was like, man, send me some of that Toomp trapped out, that crazy classic Toomp shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got producers and artists who request that classic. But
okay.
Then you got certain artists who be like, man, let me hear some of that shit you don't hardly play for everybody. Ooh. And I really love when artists ask me that. Like,
what is the stuff that you don't play for nobody? Because see, you know what I hate about you producer niggas is that y'all keep the best shit locked up in the vault and you only play it 3 times a year.
Yeah.
When you're having a bad day, a great day, and a day just to get away.
Honestly, man, believe it or not, and don't want to sound messed up, man, but there's some people who just don't earn that their rights to really just hear certain folders. Like,
I knew you, motherfucker.
Let me know that you. I be wanting to run into that artist who have just as many songs or ideas as I have beats.
Have you ran into Kendrick Lamar?
Me and
I
Kendrick
need you to run into
hella
him.
Cool. That's my guy.
Talk to me.
We actually sat in the studio, and believe it or not, man, me and him was just talking about the Agartha and the world and UFOs, and man, we got to the music, but we really didn't get to it like we were supposed to, man. We were just sitting there conversing and just enjoying each other's energy, man. Yeah, me and Kendrick, hella cool. And if now when he even think of Toomp, he of course he'll think about my music, but the first thing he'll think of Toomp is, oh, that's that UFO shit, boy. Like, hey, that nigga can get deep with me with that shit. So
exactly.
Yeah. And Kendrick's situation, man, is I noticed it haven't been too public, but I don't know if y'all remember a while back when Suge Knight was on an interview. He was like, man, Kendrick got a effed up contract or whatever. I don't know if his contract is effed up, but I could tell that cats ain't really happy over there.
Yeah.
And there's some different things going on. So it's been quiet, but I would love to catch up with Kendrick. He's definitely one of the guys on my hit list. So I don't know if he's planning on working it out with the label, or we may hear of a big new deal that Kendrick just may have, directly with Interscope or maybe some other entity. But yeah, when folks get quiet like that over there, they let you know that something is going on.
Talk to me about that though, Toomp, from a producer's perspective and a businessman's perspective as well, man. Mm-hmm. A lot of times somebody as big as Kendrick Lamar, folks are demanding and expecting music for him every year.
Yeah.
And then for him to become quiet like he is now, man, what do you think that does to their careers? Do you think that, Kendrick can continue to come back off of that wave that he had previously, or does it kind of reset your career when you have to come back?
What with what going on, maybe 4-year gap?
Shit.
Yeah, I would say it's going on close to 4 years. Like since what's the album? Yeah, Damn, what's the album?
Yeah, is that the Pimp a Butterfly?
No, it was after Pimp a Butterfly. He came with the next one.
Yeah,
which is Pimp a Butterfly. Really, my favorite Kendrick album.
He snapped on that.
The first album was dope. But that Pimp a Butterfly, I still play that. Just musically, sonically, that album just do something to me, man.
Yes, sir.
But honestly, from Kendrick being such a unique artist who really does his own thing and such a trendsetter, I don't think it'll be hard for him to come back. Hopefully he'll come back soon.
Yeah.
But hopefully it'll be in 5 or 6 years. Because like you say, it's going on 4. And Kendrick is he's one of those artists to where you really don't know how he's gonna come. You know what I mean? But he's definitely gonna bring it. And not to mention being in LA with all those producers, and man, it's some of the dopest producers in this industry coming out of the West Coast right now, because there's a lot of musicians out there,
Answer me this though, financially I'm pretty sure he's pretty good, so do you think he would even care to come back? After you get a taste of that industry, because, okay, now I'm going to hit you with that question following up, what you got to say.
Okay.
Do you think he even cares to come back?
Mm-hmm. I think Kendrick Lamar really give a fuck because there's certain artists who, yeah, I think he does. Because you got some artists who may get a certain amount of bread and say, all right, I can fall back and invest in property and invest into this tech company and keep it moving. Mm-hmm. But Kendrick, from what I get from him, I may be wrong, but he seems like a guy who really passionately loves hip hop and loves what he do. He loves the culture. He loves his craft. Just the way he go about it, you know what I mean? Just when you hear the songs that he put out, the people that he choose to direct his videos, the videos that he's approved, when you see the outcome, his videos stand out from a lot of other artists. And he's a guy who I see who really love this shit. I think he just want to get his business right. So you got a lot of cats who've come out here and had hit records, man, had a career, a crazy run, but you'll find out that behind the scenes, the business wasn't right. But they kept that smile on their face because they was getting tour money. Yeah. But boom, once you get back to the, okay, fourth album, what we got going on here? My points, what we got to do about these points? Yeah. And let's eliminate this first deal because I was under your command when I first got. I was the, and some people say, oh, he got big-headed. No, you end up finding out your worth. Yeah. And everything is negotiable, so it's time to renegotiate. So I'm just speaking, not being in their pockets or their business, but it may have been a situation to where him and Top Dog he might have felt like, hey man, I want to renegotiate. Yeah. My points need to be this. We already know what the point game looking like right now with this streaming shit. My God. So which I would still to this day say the streaming game is straight rape. Ooh. And every artist and producer, we should be really asking for more points. As far as, we shouldn't be getting a fraction for these downloads, man. The labels ain't complaining. You ain't heard not one label guy complain. Yeah. But the producers and artists ain't happy. And the reason why you don't hardly hear artists complain that much because they get so much show money. Mm-hmm. Come on, you getting $200,000 a night? Of course you don't really care about royalties.
The 360, they want a piece of that now.
But they still want that. But artists and producers, oh man, we was like, damn, dude, we're not out touring. We don't eat off tour money. So how we really gonna eat? Like we said, we used to eat off royalties and of course publishing, but it ain't but so many platforms that where our publishing could really take off. Yeah. There's no more Rap City, no more 106 in Park, no more MTV Raps, no more Video Vibrations. You know what I mean? Uncut. Yeah, uncut. Come on, man. You used to see if you at home all day, your song is gonna play at least 10 times on that screen from all those different shows. You know what I mean? Yeah. And 106 in Park used to show the one from the day before. Yeah. So it was like repeat. So it was a whole lot of publishing money coming from that. So a lot of have changed. So yeah, most likely, man. It's some artists, like I say, who may get financially straight and say, oh, forget the business. But I think Kendrick loved this shit a lot more than that to just fall back on his financial situation, just figuring like I'm rich and I don't need to do it. Nah, I think it's in his heart that he really wants to do this shit.
Now, I know you was about to pass a bill on Capitol Hill about this music industry at the same time.
Yeah, the Davis Act 2019, man.
What's happening?
I just still got to round up. I got to get my army, man. Yeah, I'm the general. You know, but and I think because at first it was more like about producers, but now with artists, I'm like, hey, this shit could benefit y'all too. Exactly. Because at first artists was taking it as though I was trying to dig into their show money. Yeah. Well, artists, let's say if you featured on a song, but you got a show over here this night, and you can't be at that show to make that money, but if he's performing that song, you're going to still eat because you're featured on that song because you're a writer of that song. So this benefits writers too. Yeah. Not just producers. And it benefits artists who are featured on a record. So this man performing your song, yes, there's going to be some royalties come to your house whenever he performed this record, whether you're there on stage with him or not, but you're on that song. So I really just got to get the whole community together and really may have to explain the whole situation all over again. That way to be so clear to where they'll say, oh shit, Toomp, I get it. First time you mentioned it, we thought you was just trying to dig in our pockets. No, man. No, I'm just trying to balance this thing out to the point to where it can really, really make sense because everybody knows that's what the 360 come from. That's why the labels want to dig into all the extra money that you're getting out here because they know the royalty game ain't the way it used to be. Exactly. You know what I mean? Ain't no solid units going for $20.99 no more.
So what about the inflated numbers on your Spotify's and your Apples? Because see, some of this stuff, you know, I'm looking at it from the outside looking in.
Mm-hmm.
If the labels are promoting the artists and buying the views for them to make it look like something, to make the show money, because they're thinking to themselves, hell, we got to get some money out of this record because ain't nobody really even giving the money out on the streaming side of things.
And I respect that.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I respect that. But I still think the streaming royalties, that shit should be negotiable too. Mm-hmm. It's like people are happy right now just... I'm wondering when, I don't know, all the true talented people in this industry, the producers, the writers, and the artists are really gonna, we just need to come together and say, hey man, we demanding more royalties, man. This is peanuts.
Yeah.
Y'all giving us a fraction of a fraction.
Because see, like you said, the labels are not complaining. So how much money you think the labels are getting off of the streams?
Man, honestly, I don't have that answer, but I think Steve Rifkin spoke on it one time on this one platform.
Okay.
And when he said that, that opened up a whole nother can of worms in my brain. Like, oh shit, that's why we're not hearing no.
What did he say?
He was basically like, the labels are getting broke off by the streaming companies first. Like, yeah, they get their check first, then they send the checks to us. So now it's kind of like, yeah, we got to shake the labels down and say, like, hey man, what are y'all getting? And why are y'all only sending us these fractions of a fraction?
Yeah.
Per unit.
Yeah.
Per whatever stream. Like, this is crazy. It's not making sense. And it's kind of like the big secret. Nobody really know what the labels are getting. Yeah. And it's hitting. And that's why now that, and every time I'm always speak on it because, like I say, I come from the era of hardware, tangible products being sold. Jordans, video games, anything tangible. Yeah. It's going to be a line wrapped around the building because it's a tangible product.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So, and speaking of tangible things, you can audit. So right now, how would you even start auditing? Facts. Like if you just heard that you had this many streams or whatever, it's like, yeah, you may have this little computer system that'll do it, but you still can't really keep up and catch up on everything. So it's like we either gonna have to create our own platform to sell our music, or just demand more royalties from these labels or these streaming services, man. Like it's rape.